All right,
Whoa,
it is
whoa, whoa,
now
whoa.
time for the week number 5 fantasy show, where we look at last week's results. Let's take a look at some of the transactions that have been made, as it has been a busy, busy week. After Monday night's game, Tuesday was a fire sale, a huge amount of trades. We're not going to go over each and every trade because there's just so freaking many. Hold on. All right, so looking at a bunch of these different trades, obviously a bunch of huge names and a lot of these deals. Slaps once again this week. You were very, very, very active. As you said, the panic button wasn't just pressed, it was the DEFCON nuke button pressed after a disappointing week again this past week. Your thoughts? You can talk about whatever you want. You want to talk about certain players you got, certain trades you made. Are you
Well,
done? What's happening in your
I,
team that
I don't think I'm.
is
I
happening?
don't think I'm quite done before the game
Oh,
start.
oh,
Oh,
okay,
oh.
interesting. No
But
surprise there.
no, but the fact of the matter is, right? It was go big or go home. I'm 0-4. If I
Mhm.
didn't make some big trades, and the thing is, it's not. I don't think it's over yet. I think
Okay.
I'm.
All right,
We
that's
we've
good.
got top 7 places get into the
Jesus.
playoffs,
Yep.
and
Yep.
I had to make moves that would allow me to try and get there.
Yes. Okay. Well,
So
I think you're
there's
right that it's not over yet for you. I mean, there's an extra regular season game this year. I mean, if you, although you do have to start winning, like this
I
week
know,
or
I
very
know, I know.
soon,
Well,
because
hence the
you've
reason I
kind
had
of
to press it
lost
today.
all your flexibility as you're going to need to start winning some games. But
I know.
I mean, we'll look at your team here when we go over the preview of for this upcoming week's matchup. But some of your moves I liked, some of them I thought you could have did without. But at the same time, I still think your
Well,
team's decent. It's
it
just
was only my
about getting
last
your
trade.
team to play good at the same time of the week to actually score a decent score, and then hopefully you win.
Correct.
Anybody else have any thoughts about slapses,
Look,
trades, and
uh,
blow ups and nukes that were hit?
One too many. One too many.
I
Okay,
say it's
Zombie agree.
clearly. I mean, it's clearly not working. What he had.
Okay, yes.
So yeah,
Well, okay, but at the same time, one could argue each week he's made so many trades that it really only didn't work one week because his
I'm gonna
team
go
was
But I
off.
totally different the
determined this.
week before.
I'm gonna go
We
off his
spoke about
current
this.
team.
We spoke about this
Yes,
after week 3,
yes.
and I had went back and looked at the players I had
I,
traded
I know,
each
I
week.
know.
I
I'm gonna
lose
go
every
off.
game.
I
I'm gonna
understand.
So
go
I
off
understand.
his current team.
Yes, okay.
His
So
current
you
team
think
is
his
very.
current team
I
is
think.
better than the
I
previous one?
think it's pretty improved.
Okay. All right.
Um, the key thing though is he has a lot of like people who are hot and can they keep it up?
Yes. Well,
It's a
that has
lot
been
like
a theme with slaps that he tends to buy
so like can
on the
Cooper
hot
Cup,
and not on the low.
can
So,
Cooper Cup keep getting 20 points a game?
yes, that is
well,
a very good point.
And
he's just coming off a bad game though. He's just had
no, that's what I'm
11
saying.
points.
I'm not
Yeah.
doubting it. I'm just saying it's something you have to pay attention to.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And then
Good
I
point.
Tyler
was
Lockett is also like either 20 or 6.
Okay. All right, Tyler.
But he does have Carson on the bench, which
fun
is
fact, before this week, Slaps has never been projected more than 121 by ESPN. He's projected 126. I
let's
never had him
go.
higher than 125,
Okay.
and now he's 131.
Okay.
So the numbers
The
say his team
numbers
got
support his trade.
significantly better.
Okay. All right. I like that, Tyler. All right. Zombie, any comments? Beside you said one too many, referring to the last trade.
Yeah, I think he had a better team before he made that last trade
Okay.
last night. Like, if he
All
would have
right.
stopped there, I would have said that his team is like in the middle of
Yeah.
the pack now.
Okay.
Cooper Cup is
So
at like absolute peak value, maybe. He was like a fourth, fifth round
Goes
pick.
But then
back
he,
to
so
what I
so
said. You got it buying low and buying high. He
but then
well
bought
he
high on
traded
Cup. He could
Keenan,
be
Kittle,
beasting for the
and
rest of
what's
the
his
year,
name?
but
so what I would what I would say on that is that I don't like Kittle. I think there's a lot of worries with Kittle,
okay.
especially with the San Fran offense.
Hmm.
I got rid of Kittle for what I thought was a good price. I upgraded it to at wide receiver. I got rid of what Robert Woods, who's not good, and
Yeah.
I picked up Cooper Cup. So
Okay. All
the
right.
way that I had looked at that trade was
Hmm.
I'm getting rid of players that I'm not going to be starting for a wide receiver that is is elite right now. So
All right.
look, I
Gotcha.
like I like the move, but it could backfire if these guys cool off.
Okay. All right, interesting. Well, we'll see what happens. Like I said, we'll go over the preview and look at his whole team. Moving on to some other trades, as Zombie was somewhat active the other day, as he made some big trades with Puke. He made a big one. He traded away. Oh wait, no, that was last week. Did you make a trade this week, Zombie? I had it filtered. Hold on.
Yes.
The
Yeah,
Diggs
like
and Allen.
Oh yeah, the Diggs and Allen one. Yep. So your comments, Zombie, on how your team is looking. I know you were looking for a tight end. You picked up one, but your comments on your trades this week.
well, I know no one expected me to get rid of my boy Herb,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, the only reason I did it is because I also wanted to get what you call it, a third like cracked wide receiver to pair with like a better quarterback.
Okay.
That's why I went
So
after Diggs.
so you wanted Diggs to get with Allen, basically.
Yeah.
So you're trying to
Because they
create
told
a Bills stack instead of a Kansas City stack.
whoa.
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah, because you guys are being fucking stingy as fuck.
Oh, okay, all right.
Okay.
Well,
You
I
trying to
do
get
have
Zach
I
Moss?
do have some Buffalo Bills on my team if you want to complete the
Apparently Zach
stack with
Moss
the
is
tight end and the running back.
God.
So, you
Wait,
know,
Zombie's
Zombie,
gonna
you can
roll out
hit
the
me
whole
up.
Buffalo Bills
I
team.
mean, hey, if he does, I'm here. I'm here. But anyways, all right. And then Tyler, let's see. Did you? Yeah, you did a trade
Made
as
a
well.
trade with Slaps.
Yeah, another one with Slaps. Slaps involved with everybody. Your thoughts on, you had your first loss this past week and decided to change it up a little bit. Any comments on your deal?
The logic for me is Mike Davis isn't as much of a downgrade between Henderson as it seems, at least in my
Okay.
opinion.
Okay. I
Obviously,
like Mike Davis.
Thielen's better than both Shepard and Woods, and
Mhm.
I get a third running back.
Yep. Okay.
In
Yeah, I
yeah,
think the deal was decent. I mean,
I think
it
I'm buying
really
a low
comes
Mike
down to
Davis.
how Miles Sanders performs. He's kind of been lost and forgotten, but he could come back and start doing good. I like Mike Davis. I mean, he's a solid. I mean, everyone has all the flash with Patterson because he gets all the catches and everything, but Mike Davis is still putting up 10 points, at least 10 points a game.
Oh yeah, he's 10 to
So,
15
I
points a week,
mean,
isn't he? You know, he's
for
solid.
a RBC with Patterson and him in a horrible Atlanta offense to put up 10 despite all that is, I think, still
Horrible
solid.
Atlanta offense.
Yeah.
And they play the Jets this
They've
week.
been
Their offense
trash
isn't that
this
bad.
year. They've been
What?
absolute trash this year compared to what
What?
they could have been.
Are you kidding?
Compared to what they could have been, they have not performed to the
I mean, they
level
had a
that they could
terrible
have.
week one. I'll give you that. But
Okay.
besides
mean,
that, not been that
They
bad.
didn't score that much against the Giants. They only put up like 17 points against the Giants. They were lucky to win
Yeah,
that.
they put up 30 this week, and then
Yeah.
they put up a bunch against who was it? The Buccaneers, 25.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens with those trades. Real quickly as well, we had some fab budget being spent this week as a bunch of different people were
Hey, what about
splashing
my
some
trades?
cash. Oh, wait. Okay, go ahead, Cheese. You made
Oh.
what? The one trade?
I made
With,
multiple trades.
oh, no, that's right. You did. You made that other one with Carson. Okay.
Okay.
So you traded away Carson. 2 losses in a row, Cheese, after being on the top of the mountain saying the team was
Hey.
near perfect, and then it comes crashing
clearly
down, and
wasn't.
now you've shipped a bunch out. So it clearly was not perfect, huh? Wow, I don't think anybody is surprised to hear you say that.
Yeah. Hey, well, I mean, I'm happy. I traded basically Diggs and some bench pieces. They're solid bench pieces for sure.
Okay.
But for running back ones, now I have 2 running back ones
Okay. 2
for the rest
running
of the
back
year.
ones. All right.
And then I was able to supplement Diggs' loss with Marvin Jones Jr. I have Claypool I could use. We got Crowder.
Hmm.
Solid PPR options.
Why do you
Okay.
like Marvin Jones so much?
I have
I
no
didn't
other
get that.
options.
That is a good question.
I like him. Well, first of all, I know I didn't do great last week, but Shark is dead. Shark's gone. Okay, and the Jaguars are always going to be losing. They're terrible. So they're always going to
Okay.
be throwing the ball.
Yeah.
So they have to throw to somebody. So
Yeah.
at worst, he's going to be like.
They,
I think he's
they
at
throw
worst
to
like.
Chenault. That's who they throw to. But if
They're
you
not going to
saw
throw
the
it to
last
only
game,
Chenault.
I mean,
Surprised you gave up Carson so easily.
No, I literally went to everybody, and no one cared about him, and the injury only made it worse.
You didn't go to
So
man.
Whoa, that's not true. That is
I had
not
plenty of wide
true.
receivers who
I
didn't use
cared
Carson.
about Chris Carson. I was
this
trying
is
to
true.
negotiate for Carson,
Well, I got
but you
I
went
have
with
Claypool as
slaps.
well.
I could have
Yeah,
given you
you
Shepard.
you ended up getting Claypool anyways, so now you have Jones and Claypool. But at the same time, I think the trades you made were okay. I like your running backs a lot, obviously, because they're two studs. I mean, the only thing is this going to be the Barkley we're going to get all year? That's my question. I don't
The
know.
Giants are not a great team,
Yeah,
okay,
you've
but their
said that.
offense is
Okay.
getting better.
Okay.
So I'm hoping they just lose games in shootouts from
Okay.
now on.
Well,
But we'll see.
it would be pretty fitting if Saquon, your giant guy, is the reason that tanks your team because he goes back to looking like injured Saquon, not as good. But I mean, you gave up Diggs, which is a huge
But I get
player
to
to
keep
zombies.
DJ
So
Moore, who's
yeah,
amazing.
you did. Yeah, he's been very hot. So it's all a matter of, like we said earlier, are these players going to stay hot, or are some of them going to come back down to earth a little that we
This
didn't
is true.
expect? So we'll see. We'll see what happens with Carolina. Obviously, they're thinking they have enough because they went out and got the corner Gilmore this today.
They're
So
going for it.
they think they have enough to be really good. So we'll see if Darnold and them can keep it up. But all right, well, looking at the budget, like I said, a lot of fab decent amount was spent this week. Of course, none by Zach because he has zero to spend for the rest of the year still. But Matt and Hunter, shocking, are the only two that have not spent a single dollar of their fab budget yet, and going into week 5. But yeah, I mean, I splashed some cash this week. I got Darnold. I picked up Dalton Knox. I like Knox for the price I got him for. I'll see what happens in the long run with him. Um, and Darnold, I wanted to get Darnold just to have as a backup because Jameis Winston was shitting the bed. Other than that, we'll look here at some other people real quick on what Slaps got Alex Collins for 15. I thought that was a pretty decent value considering now he looks like he might be the starter this week. Slaps, any comments on getting him? I was surprised $15 won Alex Collins. When I was looking at Collins, I thought it'd be 20, 30, somewhere in that range. I thought somebody would splash a bunch of cash for him, but you got him for 15.
I mean, to be fair, the information about Chris Carson had really come out today.
Yeah.
Yesterday didn't practice,
But
but
in that
everyone's
game
thinking he'd
this
be back
past
playing
week,
today.
yeah, in that game this past week, you could tell something was wrong with Carson just based
Yeah,
on
you could.
how he was
Yeah,
running that
100%, 100%. But I mean, I like Collins. I think he's a really solid running back.
game.
If it comes out that Carson has got some lingering issues that is going to put him out for a few weeks, then Alex
Yep.
Collins is definitely going to fill that role.
Okay.
And I can use them as trade fodder as well. So
Gotcha.
all in all, quite happy.
Yeah, and then there was the biggest move of the week was Ernie came out of nowhere, made a move. I don't know if it was a good one, but he spent $56 for Samaje Perine, who may be like a 1 week starter, maybe. I don't even know.
Like I don't
I don't
get
even
that
know if he'll
He
be
might
there.
not even. He might not
I
even.
know.
he's not the Mixon owner.
No, he's not.
Like
Well,
if you're like if Bill went to get him, that makes sense to me.
well, I
Because
don't
if
think
Mixon's
Bill
out,
is worried about Mixon being out for a
but that's what I'm
long
saying.
time.
Like if Bill went and got him, that makes sense.
I mean, Ernie's
there's no
looking
room
at
to
it
start him.
as, yeah, but Ernie's looking at it as he gets Pirine and then he can use that over Bill, especially if Mixon stays out for a while. The
He got him
problem is,
basically
I don't think
paid for trade
Mixon,
value.
I don't think Mixon is going to be out
No, I think
for
Mixon's starting this week.
Is he not
at
even going to
all. So
start him?
I don't know. I don't know.
No, it's on his
I
bench
haven't
right
looked at
now.
his team yet.
I would start him over Renfro.
Yeah,
Hunter
maybe. If he's the
Renfro's been pretty
starter,
good.
but we don't even know if he'll be the starter yet. So I think it was a way too much, kind of a waste. I would put this as the second worst pickup so far behind Zach's $100 man, as far as money spent for the player they're getting. But yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it. But we'll see what
No.
happens with Mixon. And then we have Cheese with the second most money spent this week with Jamison Crowder, $31 for Jamison Crowder. I put a bid in on 16. A couple other people I think put bids in as well, but
Beach
$31 gets
season
them.
did 14.
Yeah, you got him. I mean, I don't know. Jamison Crowder looked very good. It is the Jets, though, which is always a concern, but, might be a fair price if he turns out to keep doing what he did. Your comments on that, Cheese?
So the waiver wires are like drying up real fast. The
Yeah.
people who can, he's one of like the few people who could potentially be a wide receiver too, like sitting there. I feel,
Could be, yeah.
especially in PPR, and he did well with the Jets. And
Yep.
if Zach Wilson is a rookie, Crowder's established, I feel like I could get like 10 to 15 points
Mhm.
with touchdown upside, barring health issues. Obviously, can't
Yeah.
predict that.
Yeah.
But I think it's a solid pickup, and I really wanted him, so I made sure to spend my money.
Yeah. I had a feeling when I looked at after you made that trade with Zombie and lost half your bench, you had all those open spots. I was looking at the waivers because I was trying to figure out what I needed to bid on my players that I wanted, and I was just looking and I was like, okay, I know Cheese is gonna splash the cash because he has a bunch of bench spots, and I know your comments before this year where it's there, you need to spend it, it doesn't matter, if you want the player again. So I knew you were gonna spend a lot. And I didn't think I'd get Crowder, but I was hoping maybe you only spent like 10, thinking nobody else would spend any. But GG's to you on that.
Yeah, I was considering
We'll
going
see
at
how he does.
26, but I'm like, I thought more people would be interested.
Yeah.
Matt and Hunter, $0 spent.
Yeah, that's
And then I think it's funny. I added Matt
the
Prater for $1.
AFK, or the two biggest AFKs so far this year seem to be them, and they have spent no money so far. You're right about that.
I added
Tom.
Matt Prater for $1, and then
Okay,
Zombie
it's a
attempted to trade
kicker.
for. Yeah, but then Tommy wanted to trade for him.
Okay, it's a fucking kicker, Cheese. All right. All right.
I know, it's just,
All right, looking at last week's results, we will start with my matchup between Slaps and I. I pulled out a 16-point victory, 116 to 100, kind of a low-scoring affair. A little bit predictable low-scoring wise. I thought maybe it would be a little closer, but overall, we both had some players that just did not perform well. Slaps got off to a bad start with Marvin Jones on Thursday night, only getting 5 points. It was more of a DK week than Lockett, as Lockett only got 6. Wasn't involved much in the game. Thielen, I was very worried about Thielen, but Cleveland really did a good job of shutting him down. It was a low-scoring game, only got 7. Your Dalton Schultz, though, $30 man that people were giving you shit for, had another nice game.
hey,
Another nice
I
game.
supported that move last week.
So the big one was Saquon. Saquon in overtime got that other touchdown, made it a little tighter. I was starting to get a little worried when he got that second touchdown, but overall, on my side, just a little bit better as I had.
Josh Allen went off in the third quarter because they were flipping 32 points up or something like that. So
Yep. He went out, which is a bit unlucky. But that was kind of expected because Houston was never going to put up a fight in that game, as they're just not good. But yeah, over on my side, I had CD, who really disappointed with only 3 points. That's back-to-back disappointing weeks for him, as the Cowboys have turned into a running team all of a sudden. So hopefully we can get some better opponents for the Cowboys, and they can't run the ball as much. And then Devontae Smith really helped carry me in this one. And the Bills defense, the number one Bills defense with 21 huge points. That kind of was the difference right there. Is in the defenses, the Lions only got you 2. Bills get me 21. GG's though to Slaps. Tough one to take. You moved to 0-4, but like you said, you've blown it all up. Any comments moving from this matchup about the team?
Nah, I mean it was expected. I think everybody predicted you to win that. I don't even think I predict. No, I did predict me to win it. I thought my team might have had a chance of blowing up, but
the only good thing is the only thing I would say is you need to change your team name, because you no longer scored under 100 points. You broke the 100-point margin slightly. So hopefully this week you can blast way over that and have the most points that you've had so far. But GG Slaps. Good luck in your next matchup. Moving on to the next one, we had Bill versus Puke in a battle of the shit shows. Bill was talking shit all week, and his team didn't really back it up, but it was good enough to beat Puke 98 to 84. Wow, 98 points. Gets a win for Bill. Moves to 3-1 now on the year. Yeah, Puke's team falls to 1-3. Yikes! I've never seen Puke with that record before. And a disappointing display with only 84 points. Kamara doesn't do well again with 12. Swift got out-touched by Jamal Williams and only got 8.9 points. Chenault did have a good game on Thursday night. He looked really good, so maybe there's a bright spot there. But Jalen Waddle didn't perform. Odell didn't perform. Kelsey really didn't perform. And he started another defense that does nothing and gets -3 points. That is turning into be a huge issue for Puke on starting a defense that gets him anything. On Bill's side, Tom Brady in that rain-infested game, only 11 points. That was rough. His running backs just did average. I mean, everyone just kind of did average on Bill's team. They all got like 10 points. Nothing special, but that was good enough to get squeak Bill by. I'm sure he's happy to squeak that one out despite only scoring 98 points. We'll see what happens with Puke. I'm really interested to see what happens with his team. He's been putting up this front that, everyone
Nothing's
send
happening with him.
everyone send trades to Puke. I
He's
will
being
sit
very
back
strict
and
with it.
just I'll sit back and just look at the offers and shit on them and expose them and just act like they're absolutely ridiculous. But at the end of the day, Puke's 1-3. His team has some major holes and some people underperforming. So we'll see if he wants to actually make some moves with some people. And if he's going to do that, he's going to have to start offering some because everyone's kind of on to him that he's very stingy to trade with so far this year. But anybody have any comments on
So
this?
far this year.
Yeah, so far this year.
Puke,
I
Puke,
comment.
Puke
I
will finish
offered him.
bottom. Puke will
All
finish
of a
bottom.
sudden.
Puke will finish bottom. Wow.
will
I was
finish
trying
bottom.
to. I was
Okay.
trying to offer him like Hawkinson and Diggs for like Kelsey and Kamara plus others, and he didn't even like counter.
Puke,
Yeah, well,
Puke
I'm
is
sure
gonna
I'm
be
sure he would
paying
have
for
some
shipping.
defense to that about how shit the players were that you
But
were
he needs
offering
better
him.
wide receivers. He can't.
Yeah,
you know.
well, I don't know.
Puke is paying for shipping.
All right, let's
Oh,
keep going.
that's a
Ooh.
strong statement right there. Worst team in the league, Slap says. That's interesting coming from the 0-4 guy. The 0-4 guy is calling Puke's team the worst.
No, this right. So this is the difference. This is the difference. Is that I realized my team was shit, and I went right. I need to ship my players on. I got good
That
value
is
for my
true.
players, and to do it.
Yeah.
Whereas Puke seems to have this delusional mindset
Ooh,
that his players are good, that
okay.
they're valued stupidly high. I think he's still
Yeah.
got Kamara valued the exact same as I don't
He
know,
does.
flipping
As all the top
Devontae
running backs.
Adams. Like,
Well, I mean,
all
I can tell you
I
right
think- I
now,
think-
he has Swift value just as high as all the top running
yeah.
backs because
So
I've
he's-
been inquiring on him and I've been told nothing on my team is good enough
To
to
be
get
fair to
Swift.
Puke,
So,
he's Travis Kelsey is valued that high. That's fair.
oh
but
yes,
he's,
I would
he's
agree with
over,
that. I would agree with that.
but he's
I would agree with that.
massively overvaluing. Like
He's
Kamara and Swift should be valued similar to Mixon, I think, at this point. Like they should
Yeah.
be. They should
or
be.
Okay.
Chubb.
They definitely have the potential, but at this point in time, he can't ask for that value and
Okay.
expect people.
Especially when Taysom Hill's playing at quarterback for
All right.
flipping Saints. He's never gonna like Kamara's.
Yeah,
He's
that's
just
rough.
not
I
gonna
mean,
get the same.
Hurts is a good quarterback. Like,
Yep.
that's good for him.
And Bill did send me some comments. He said the same message for Puke as the whole week. GG's, thanks for the free win, he said. And Tyler, it seems like your numbers are working compared to Puke's so far this year based on the records. Any comment on Puke's situation?
I don't think Puke uses numbers. He just reads a bunch of headlines and extrapolates a shit ton based off of what a sentence a coach said in some press post conference.
Okay.
And yeah, he makes all his decisions based on that.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Zombie, any comments on your guy that you've been battling with for the previous years for championships? Off to a really rough start. Are you going to see him in the championship this year, Zombie?
There's no shot that Puke makes it unless he stops being stingy.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
Look, I'll say that the key weeks are going to be like the next couple.
Yeah, well, of course.
Those are the
big
biggest
weeks for the
matchups of the year.
teams that are struggling, of course. All right, moving on to the next one. We had this was the opposite of Bill and Puke's matchup, high scoring. Tyler 133, but falls short and picks up his first loss of the year as Matt finally performs well and gets a win to show for it, as his team has been popping off all year, but he has yet to get that win. He finally gets it, 152, strong score. I mean, both teams really did pretty well, as you see by the scores. They really didn't have too many people do that bad. I mean, other than that, it was a high-scoring affair, and GG's to Matt. He finally knocks off a undefeated team and gets a much-needed win. It would have been really rough if he scores 150 points and loses and falls to 0-4. That would have been very, very hard. Tyler, your thoughts after picking up your first win, but it was a valiant effort by your team.
Yeah. I think my receivers underperformed.
Yeah,
Pretty
Hopkins
pretty
only
great.
10 and Cook's
And
only 9.
that defensive kicker performed really well, but then Murray got 2 touchdowns vaulted again by James Conner. They always just run it in from the 2 or 3 yard line. They never fucking throw.
Yeah.
But
Well, at least they could run it in with him. That would be better for him.
Off.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. All right. So much needed win for Matt, as we said. 1-3, still with a good chance with his team putting up good points. We'll see if that continues. Moving on to the shocker of the week, we had I am Iron Man Ernie Reyes picking up back-to-back wins now at 2-2. 2-2 brings Zombie to 2-2 with a huge defeat, 130 to 104. Zombie's team struggled on the week. Herbert had a good game, but Dalvin Cook really struggled with only 6 coming back from that injury. Got good performances though from Patterson and Deontay Johnson, but Kittle with a disappointing game as Flex Rager did absolutely nothing in the Rams -5. That hurts. Ernie's team, another solid week. Zeke has risen from the dead. Hunt had a nice game. Jefferson had a good game. Mike Williams only 2 points against Zombie, but other than that, Montgomery before he got hurt got him a bunch of points. Ernie, a lot of people called Ernie's team dead and shit. And now he's at 2-2 and is right in it. So GG's to Ernie. Zombie fall to 2-2. Your team has been pretty inconsistent. Seems like one week they score a lot and then the next week they don't. Any comments on your
Because
current
he has different
situation?
players every week.
Oh, yeah, that is true. Any comments on your team, Zombie sitting at
Uh,
2-2?
Well, listen, I ain't mad losing on Ernie. He has a
Oh,
good team, way
okay.
better than Pooks and Zach's.
Oh,
Not
way
wrong.
better than Pooks and Zacks. Okay.
Not
all
wrong.
And yeah, he just kept getting, every player kept getting a touchdown. I'm surprised his kicker didn't somehow get a touchdown.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
But
Well,
you know what? I feel okay now that I made some moves.
all right. All
I'm
right.
feeling confident.
All right, all right. Well, we'll see those moves in a second. Moving on to the next one, and we had another huge high-scoring game. 143 for Zach, but falls short to Hunter. 4-0 start, 161. I mean, Pussy said if Hunter was 3-0, he's holding the gun to his head. Well, after scoring 161 and moving to 4-0, I don't know what Pussy's going to do, as Hunter's team just popped off. Press got 27 points. Harris had a great game, 21. Tyreek Hill, 47 after a disappointing week. He pops off against that Eagles trash defense and really set the tone for Hunter to get that big win. Unlucky for Zach as he falls to 1-3. 143 points. You should always win when you score that amount of points. It's unlucky if you don't. I will give Zach credit. Everyone was shitting on Daniel Jones. Didn't think it was the right move. He popped off for 26 huge points. McLaurin had a huge game as well. Nick Chubb, though, only 11 points once again as Hunt outscored him. And then Logan Thomas got hurt and got 0. Really might have made a little bit of a difference for Zach. But overall, Hunter's team just better on this week and popped off. Zach did send me comments, but I think it is for next matchups. Let me see here real quick. He said he doesn't have any comments for Hunter. GG's to him. His team was just better, is what he said. But anybody surprised? Hunter is continuing the hot streak, 4-0. Anybody a little shocked by that? No?
Nope.
No?
It's a
Okay.
solid all-around team.
All right. All right. Moving on to the final matchup of the week. We had the second highest amount of points in Pussy getting a big win over Cheese in a huge fashion, 160 to 119. Puts Cheese now back-to-back losses to 2-2, moves Pussy to 2-2, so it kind of evens those records out as Pussy did everything right with Henry getting huge points. Jonathan Taylor, who he traded for, got a great game. Wilson did good, who he traded for. Cup was really the only disappointment with 11, and his defense only got 1. But other than that, his wide receivers popped off. Debo Samuel, Goddard had a good game. All in all, solid performance, that's what gets you the 160. Cheese's side, Patrick Mahomes did his normal thing, but Aaron Jones came back down to earth with only 10 inconsistent. Chris Carson looked hurt and did not do well. DJ Moore tried to pop him off, but Hawkinson, Tim Patrick, under 10 points, isn't going to get that done for Cheese. Cheese, you were on top of the world after that 2-0
I mean, you
start.
gotta tip. It's 160. You gotta tip your
Yeah,
cap.
you do, but 119 is kind of just average. I mean, it's
I mean, but I'm happy if that in my
Yeah, you guys were
lowest.
crowning Cheese's team after 2 weeks.
That's-
oh, okay, all right.
It's not Zombie still better than your team.
I was always crowning myself. That is not correct.
I've been supporting Tyler. His numbers are.
Okay,
I trust the
yes.
numbers.
You trust his numbers, okay?
I
Well,
trust the numbers. I'm a numbers
I have the
believer.
best team.
oh,
Look,
you have
all
the
I'm gonna
best
say is-
team,
is
really.
I scored the
Still,
same
you're
amount of
still
I've always
saying
said that.
but you
if
still
my
say it
team-
after losing this week and Hunter
gonna
having the
say-
4-0 and putting up 161.
I'm gonna say what I said last week. If I can score 120 on bad weeks, I
Yeah.
should be fine, especially because we have a lot of people who struggle to get over 100 a lot of weeks.
Oh. Okay.
I'm just trying to. If I'm getting
Alright.
120 on my bad weeks,
120 is
I-
average.
Yeah,
Yeah, if I'm getting
120 is
average
average.
score,
That's
what I'm
where
saying. If I'm
you
getting
might
an
not
It's like
average
a
win,
coin
but you
score
flip
might
if you're
win.
gonna win.
on my
Exactly.
worst weeks,
Yes.
then
Okay.
I haven't
All
scored
right.
hundreds.
Well, you had some players that have had a couple bad weeks, like Hawkinson. Aaron Jones has been inconsistent. He either like pops off or he doesn't. But you did make some moves, so that seems to tell me that you wanted to change it up a little. I mean, one
A
thing
little.
about it, you traded away some of the guys that I guess are due to maybe pop off. So we'll see if they do or not. But so Tyler, just to clarify, you still think you have the best team going into Week 5 after Hunter's huge game, and now 4-0 for Hunter?
Yeah, if anyone had a better team, it would be Hunter.
Okay.
But I like my team more.
Okay. All right. Interesting. All right. So just to
Can I
go ahead.
can I ask just out of curiosity here, because I'm intrigued to hear how you're feeling after the trades I've made. If you were placing,
Oh, he wants the
let's say
numbers opinion. He
let's
wants.
say
Well, I
top
said I
six,
gave you the
top
numbers
six.
earlier.
No, top 6 teams that you would put right now. So we're at week
Oh,
5.
Whoa.
predictions.
Who's your
Here-
You
top
mean
6
top
teams?
7?
Who's top
Let's go
six?
top 6. No, I'm not talking about.
Are you top six? Is that what you're
I'm not
asking?
top. I'm not. I'm
think
not
you
talking
just mean
record.
the
I'm talking about
teams.
actual squad. If we're looking at starting squad, what's your top 7 teams?
Me, Hunter, Pusa, Bill. Me, Hunter, Pusa, Bill. That's 4. Cheese, and then probably Zombie or Matt.
Interesting. All right.
Probably
All
Zombie though.
right. Well, looking at the standings, like we said, Hunter, the only team left undefeated at 4-0. Slaps the only team without a win so far at 0-4. And then we have 3 people at 3-1, myself, Bill, and Tyler. Then we have a bunch of 2-2s, Pussy, Cheese, Zombie, and Ernie. And then 1-3 Zach, 1-3 Puke, and 1-3 Matt. As we said with the points for, it is pretty close in the long run. A lot of teams over 500 here. Hunter 547, Tyler 530, Pussy 538, Matt 537. So all very, very close. So we'll see what happens going into Week 5 as we take a
Why
look.
does the ESPN predict you only have 57% chance to make the playoffs?
Me probably be just because my points for, I would guess.
Yeah, it doesn't like you.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm happy with that actually, because what does ESPN know with their predictions?
This is true. What do they know?
So all right. So moving on to Week 5's matchups, we will just start at the top with myself. Did I click on the wrong one? Good.
It's not working. Box score's not working for this week. I've already
Really?
tried.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic. So now I got to go with this trash.
Fantasy cast is.
I got to
It
go
doesn't
with
even
this
tell you.
trash. It doesn't give me the point totals.
Yeah. I can tell you if you
Okay.
want.
Well, we'll just look
Are
at
we
it.
sh- are
We'll
we
look
sure
at
the
it this
box
way.
score?
Look at it this way, and then I'll go in and look at the players.
Okay.
So right now ESPN has me projected with Christian McCaffrey in there. Now we'll see if he actually plays. For some reason, ESPN seems to think that it's an absolute that McCaffrey's going to play and get 27 points. I think that's a little steep. I'm sure if they roll McCaffrey out there, he'll get a little less workload coming back from hamstring, but we'll see. But right now it has at 132 to 127 in a high-scoring game. This week, looking at my team at the moment, rolling out Matthew Stafford against Seattle. McCaffrey, if like I said, if he plays, if not, then I'll put Chuba Hubbard in there. At the moment, I have Zach Moss, who I just acquired today against that Kansas City defense on Sunday night. DK against the Rams on Thursday. CeeDee Lamb against the Giants. Higbee against Seattle on Thursday. Devontae Smith against Carolina. The Cowboys defense against the Giants. And Carlson. So I have quite a few Thursday night players with Stafford, DK, and Higbee. Hopefully they can get me off to a good start. I do not like having that many Thursday night players, but what can I do? They're kind of my star players. I got to play them. On Hunter's side, he has Prescott against the Giants. It should be a pretty good matchup for Prescott. Harris against Denver could be tough. Fournette, who is looking like a true number 1 back finally for Tampa Bay against Miami. Tyreek Hill after his huge, massive game against Buffalo. We'll see what Buffalo's defense can do against him, as Buffalo's been pretty good on D. Godwin against Miami, Fant against Pittsburgh, Higgins against Green Bay, and the Broncos defense against Pittsburgh. Yeah, I think it's going to be a closer game. I'm still deciding on what players I want to play, who I want to play on Thursday night. If I want to play CEH over Moss, we'll see as the week moves
Alex
on.
Collins.
Yeah, not Alex Collins. I will not be trading for him, slaps. I hope to God I can knock off Hunter and give him his first loss. I really want to do that. We'll see what happens. I need McCaffrey. If McCaffrey plays, then that helps me for this week. I kind of hope he doesn't play, though, just for the overall health of him, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to pick myself, of course, in a close one, but Hunter's team is very good. The only good thing I like is that Hunter put up so many points last week. Maybe some of his players will have a lesser week this week and be a little inconsistent. But Slaps, who is winning this matchup?
So that would it's a difficult one because I think tomorrow's game's going to be a complete shootout. Stafford's going to put up a lot
Okay,
of points.
I
DK's
hope
going to
so.
put up a lot of points. Higby, I'm not convinced on. I mean,
Okay.
did you wait? Let me see your bench.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
have
quickly.
Dalton Knox as well, who I
You've
got
got
off the
Dalton
waivers,
Knox,
and he
and
plays
they play
Kansas City,
Kansas
so I
City.
might be
Yeah.
playing him. We'll see. Like I
So
said, I have decisions still to make this
Unbelievable.
week. So, the guy
I
that zombie
yeah,
wants.
I mean, I like Dawson Knox. I think he could have a really good game against Kansas City. If you play him, I yeah, I do like your matchups. I'm gonna go with you.
Okay, all right, interesting. Cheese.
This is a very tough matchup. Because I mean, Dak has a favorable.
Yes.
I feel like it could really go either way.
I need your Giants to like show up
I
for
know.
one time in their
I
life.
feel like it could definitely go either way, but I gotta pick Hunter till he loses
Okay.
because it's not close.
Yep.
It's not close enough where I think Hunter's definitely gonna lose. So I'm gonna stick with the hot hand.
Gotcha. All right, Tyler. What are the numbers saying for this one, or what do you think?
Hunter's team this week will score the most points.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
So
Not
after
for a
scoring the
solid
most
week,
last week,
but
he's gonna
Hunter.
score the most this week, huh?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
He's gonna stay on.
Okay. All right. And zombie.
This is tough because I don't want either of you two to win. Lol.
Yeah. Well, somebody's getting a dub unless it's a tie.
Nami, you should have spent more money on Dawson Knox
It
if you want him
is
so
gonna
badly.
be a tie. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with. Fuck. I guess I'll go with Hunter
Okay. All right.
because he doesn't have people going Thursday. Lol.
Yeah. I believe
Yeah,
me.
Thursday can make or break
That
it.
game, Seattle and the Rams, is such a good game. I don't know why they had to ruin it and put it on Thursday night. That's very
At
disappointing
least
for me.
at least we finally got a good Thursday night game.
This is true.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, Thursday
I mean, the
night
Thursday night games have been good.
Thursday night
terms of
is
being close.
ass. It's ass to have players because if they get off to a horrible start, then you got to look for 3 days at your team already in possible defeat. But anyways, all right, moving on to the next one. We have a battle of the 1 and 3s, Puke versus Matt. This is a big one for both teams as they both desperately need a win. Only one person will get it. Puke projected for 125, Matt projected for 123, so it has Puke as a slight favorite. Puke has Hurts against Carolina, could be a tough defense there. Kamara against Washington. Washington's defense does not look good, so maybe Kamara could get some points. Swift against Minnesota should be a great matchup as long as he gets the ball. Chenault against Tennessee. Jalen Waddle against Tampa Bay, Travis Kelce against Buffalo on that Sunday night, Odell Beckham against the Chargers, who are playing very good on defense, and the Saints against Washington. We'll see if Puke finally gets a good defensive performance. On Matt's side, he has Lamar Jackson against the Colts, Austin Eckler against Cleveland, Antonio Gibson against the Saints, Mike Evans against Miami, Amari Cooper against the Giants, Cook, who he picked up, decent pickup there. He had a lot of points from this past week against Cleveland, Michael Pittman against Baltimore, and Patriots against that lovely Houston defense that's not that good, or Houston offense. I think this one could be a close matchup if Kelsey goes off, if Odell can somehow have a good game, if Swift gets the ball, Kamara maybe will have a bounce back. But I like Matt's team more than Puke's, so I don't think some of Matt's matchups are the best, but I still like his team more than Puke's, and I think the better team will win out this week. And I think Matt gets the win and moves to 2 and 3. Let's see, slaps. Who's winning?
I like Matt's team, I think he's got. I actually quite like some of his matchups, to be honest. He's got Evans against Miami, Cooper against the Giants, Eckler against who is he playing? Cleveland.
Cleveland's tough defense.
Yeah, tough defense. But Gibson against the Saints, after what we've just seen with Saquon last
Yeah,
week,
yeah,
could
be
be a
good.
good matchup.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm going Matt.
Okay. Cheese.
I'm going Matt, but I
Okay.
feel like this could be one of those like everybody scores a ton of points and whoever scores the most points
Oh, so you think it's going to be high
wins.
scoring
I
between
think
these
it's gonna
two?
be high scoring.
Okay. Interesting.
If everything goes right, the issue with Puke's team is that they could easily just score like 10 points.
Yeah, like they did last week,
Combined.
or
Yeah,
not
like
even.
it's way boom bust.
Okay.
And
Tyler.
we've been telling him this for weeks. His wide receivers gotta improve.
Yeah.
This matchup is basically a coin flip.
Really?
Puke.
Okay.
Puke will win in a low scoring game.
Puka went. So we have one person saying really high scoring, another person saying coin flip low scoring. Okay. Puka, interesting. Zombie.
I'm gonna go with Matt because Pook doesn't have his boy Deontay low.
Okay. Okay, Zombie. Took Deontay from him and gave him those wide receivers that really didn't do much last week, like Waddle and Beckham. All
People
right.
were mad about that trade, saying that Puke raped them.
Yes, yes. It was only 1 week though, Tyler. Like these wide receivers could have bounce backs. But so far, it looks like Zombie definitely won that. All right, moving on to the next one. We had Slaps versus Bill. This is a big matchup as Bill has already talked his shit, continuing to talk his shit as he changed his team name to On to Week 6 GG. So he is already saying that he is going to win this matchup. We'll see if that finally comes back. I mean, he's playing with fire. Against me, he was talking shit. Against Pookie, he's talking shit. He ended up getting both wins, so it's justified. But we'll see if it bounces in his face this week. Slaps definitely needs this dub, as we said. He's 0-4. He really needs it. Bill at 3-1. We'll see if he can move to 4-1. Right now, projections have Slaps with about a 1-point win, 126 to 125. Slaps has newly acquired Justin Herbert against Cleveland. Could be a difficult matchup. We'll see how Cleveland does. Newly acquired Cordell Patterson against the Jets. That's a great matchup. Newly acquired Darrell Henderson against Seattle on Thursday night. The only person really not acquired, and Tyler Lockett, still on his team for now against the Rams on Thursday. Cooper Kupp newly acquired against Seattle, so a bunch of Thursday night games or a bunch of Thursday night players, half his team basically. Schultz against the Giants, Shepard against the Cowboys, who he's newly acquired, and the Panthers defense against Philly. On Bill's side, Bill has Tom Brady against Miami. That should be a bounce back game for Brady. Jacobs against Chicago. Damian Harris against Houston. I like the matchup. Adams against Cincinnati could be decent. Chase against Green Bay. Andrews against the Colts on Monday night. And Coolio Jones against Jacksonville. Great matchup against Jacksonville if he plays, him being questionable. You never know with Coolio. And the Buccaneers against that horrible Miami offense. Man, I think this is actually a tight one. I think it really just comes down to Thursday night. If, first of all, knowing Slaps, half this team will be gone by Sunday and be changed. But if it stays the way it is right now, how it looks with those Thursday night guys, those are big time players for Slaps. His RB2 is both wide receivers, 1 and 2. I mean, it's huge. He has to get off to a huge start. He needs to get like at least like if he has like 60 points after the Thursday night game, that's like 20 from each. That's a pretty good start. Um, so yeah, if he gets that, I think he wins. I just don't know with Thursday night if it's going to happen. Hopefully it's a shootout for my sake as well. I'm going to take Slaps to get his first win, but I think it's going to be close. I think Bill will score a good amount of points. I just think Slaps is due to have a breakout game, assuming he doesn't trade away all the players that are going to break out. Let's see. Cheese, who's winning?
I'm thinking Slaps.
You're picking Slaps to get his first win, okay?
Because I feel like Julio is not even going to do it. He's not. That's a non-factor, basically.
Okay.
Like, you shouldn't even start him this week until he's full health.
Okay.
Jacobs not even be playing. Brady came off a not great week. Devonta Adams is always good, though.
Yeah.
Andrews is like, seems like we have a max of 10 points, 10 to 15.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm just going to pick Slaps. I like the matchups better.
Okay. Some
And
slaps to
I
get his first
dislike
win.
some of Bill's matchups.
Gotcha. All right, Tyler.
That's another coin flip. But if Carson plays and it actually gets touches, I think Slaps is a clear edge.
Okay, so you're saying
Not
if Carson plays and he plays him, huh? Starts him over like Shepard
over
in the
Patterson,
flex?
sure.
Oh, over Patterson, really? Against the
Yeah.
Jets? Patterson
Against the
Jets?
Jets, huh?
Oh, interesting.
And Patterson's really boomer bust. I think he's been booming
Yeah,
just
he's been
because
booming.
he's scoring. He just scores touchdowns, and that's
Yeah,
just
well,
really random.
he gets receptions as well. PPR.
But if Carson doesn't start, I still think Slaps win.
Okay, so another one for slaps. All right, Zombie.
Damn. I think that
Tight matchups this week.
Thursday game will be high scoring because
Okay.
both teams fucking suck on defense right now.
Okay.
Bill's gonna be without his boy Mixon
Mm-hmm.
probably, and then he's got the Coolio. Oh my god, I think it's gonna happen. I think Slaps is gonna get his first win.
Wow.
Oh,
It's the guarantee. Wow. Okay. So Zombie is taking the 0-4 slaps in his guarantee of the week to get his first win this week against Bill, who's been saying on to week 6. He's already counting it as a win. All
What are
right.
the
All right.
guarantee records this year?
Let's see. Did you win last week, Zombie? What was your guarantee last? Oh no, you did. Wait,
I don't
did
even
you?
remember.
I think it was. Huh? Oh
It
yeah.
was me.
It was you? Yeah, I think it might have been. So, oof.
Yeah,
So now 2-2
fucking
on the
Tyler,
year.
you
Oh
can
God,
fucking.
those guarantees have fallen after the 2-2. We obviously know Zach's like 0-5 on the ties. I mean, that's pretty obvious.
But okay, this is the second time I picked Slaps for a guarantee.
Uh-huh.
If he fucking trades half his team before tomorrow, this
That's
does
a
not
good Zombie,
count
but
as
you
a
gotta
guarantee.
factor that
It is
in
not
when you
on
do
the.
your guarantee because you know
It
with
is not on
slaps
the
it's
record.
probably
Bill
gonna
is
happen.
sending me trade offers during
I
the
just
show.
I just want to
Let
clarify.
the record
I just
state
want to
that this does
clarify.
not count as a guarantee if he
Oh,
trades
it does,
again.
Zombie. It does.
Just want to
Sorry.
clarify. The only player that I'm even looking to trade that is in my starting team right now is my quarterback for another quarterback.
Oh
So-
my god.
Why?
What do you mean? You said you were trying to trade
for
Lockett
Wilson,
earlier.
for Wilson, possibly, but
I
I'm
thought you
not
said you
sure
were
yet.
trying to trade Lockett. Wait, you're gonna trade for Russell Wilson and have another Thursday night player? Are you
Oh
nuts?
my
Are
god.
you fucking
No,
nuts?
I think
You're gonna take back your guarantee, Zombie, after hearing that?
Take back the
Oh
guarantee.
my
Take
god,
back the
this
guarantee.
is so bad.
Zombie, I'll let you
I don't
on the
understand.
record. I'll let you on the
don't
record,
understand
Zombie. You
shit.
want to take it back or not?
Well, now that you said
Hold
that,
on,
that's
hold
not
on.
happening.
Oh my
That's
God,
fine. So
slaps.
that's
Oh.
not
For the
happening.
billionth time, slaps. Do what you want to do. Stop listening to other people.
This is a guarantee, but
Is it a guarantee?
I'm keeping it. My team is staying for Thursday
Okay.
night.
okay.
Okay. All right. Well, Zombie's keeping his
Jesus
guarantee then.
fucking Christ.
Bill
Let's,
did. Oh, go ahead, Cheese.
No, I'm getting trade offers from Bill as we speak.
Okay, well, Bill did send me, he said, good luck to the slaps lad, but jog on. So I think he's assuming he's just going to jog on and get this win. We'll see. I think this is Slap's best chance so far, assuming he doesn't fuck it all up to get a win. Moving on to... Oh, yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, me.
Yes, go ahead. Are you gonna get the first win or what?
100%.
100%. Wow, so you're guaranteeing
This
it
the
as well.
I disagree with Tyler on Cordell Patterson. I think
Okay.
he is going to have a great game against the Jets.
Okay, all right. I could see that.
I mean, everyone has a good game against the Jets.
That's true, Zombie.
Not the Titans.
Oh, I mean, yeah, they lost.
I mean, Henry still had
Yeah.
a.
Okay, but Henry is different.
Yeah.
Okay, he's just built different.
All right, moving on to the next one. Another big game, as pretty much all of them are this week. Zombie at 2-2 after his loss to Ernie against Tyler, who is 3-1. And Tyler, I like the team name. COVID season didn't count. So Tyler is saying your championship last year did not count, Zombie, because it was in COVID season. Interesting. Right now, projection Zombie with 135 to 129 for Tyler. So Zombie is a slight favorite. He has newly acquired Josh Allen against Kansas City on Sunday night. That could be a shootout offensively. It's a great matchup. Cook against Detroit, also very good. We'll see if Cook can bounce back after some bad games and some injury issues. Melvin Gordon against Pittsburgh. If he's questionable, I don't know about that. Deontay Johnson against Denver could be tough. It all depends on if Big Ben can actually throw the ball and have time. He's got Diggs, though, against Kansas City, so he could be getting that Allen to Diggs double points. Ingram against Dallas, his tight end. A.J. Brown, who is questionable but is looking promising against Jacksonville. It's a great matchup, assuming he plays. And the Cardinals defense against 49ers and Trey Lance, maybe, or Jimmy Garoppolo, whoever they're going to actually play. On Tyler's side, he has Kyler Murray against the 49ers. Good, should be decent. Robinson against Tennessee. Mike Davis, newly acquired, against the Jets. So Tyler not liking Patterson, but likes Mike Davis against the Jets. Interesting. DeAndre Hopkins against the 49ers. Brandon Cooks against the Patriots. Waller against Chicago. And Adam Thielen, newly acquired, against the Lions. Great matchup for him after that bad week last week. Should have a good bounce back. And Raiders against Chicago. I think this is going to be very high scoring. I like the matchups on both sides for both teams. I like a lot of the players on both sides of both teams. This is one of those where the top players for both sides have pretty good matchups. This one is tough. I think in a slight margin, like maybe like a 150 to 145 or something. I think Zombie is gonna pull out a win and send Tyler to 3-2. I just can't see Josh Allen and Diggs not going off against that horrible Kansas City defense. And I think Deontay Johnson gets, even though it's Denver's defense, I still think he gets a lot of catches and a lot of receptions. And if as long as AJ Brown plays, I think Zombie gets the win with that Jacksonville defense. But I still like Tyler's matchups, and I think he'll score quite a bit. Slaps, who's winning?
This is, for me, the toughest matchup to predict
Yes.
this week. I like both matchups, to be honest. Like, both teams have got really good matchups within it. Like, could we see Hopkins come back and have a really good game?
Yep.
Cooks could have a good game against England. He could, because that they all they do is throw it to him. So
Okay. So you're
honestly,
picking
I'm
a
gonna
tie,
go
or
Tyler. I'm gonna
Oh,
go
okay.
Tyler.
Tyler? Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Cheese.
I'm gonna go with Tyler.
Okay.
Just because Cook is not full health yet.
Yeah, but it is the Lions.
It is the Lions, but Cook, I feel like they're gonna go up early and then not like.
Well, if they go up
Strain
early,
him.
then
That means they
good.
run the ball,
Yeah,
dumbass.
that's probably
Sorry,
true.
Yeah,
I was.
okay.
Unless
I
they
did
pull
say-
them
And I
out
don't
because
like,
they're up
Evan,
so
Evan
big,
Ingram,
they don't want to risk
Evan
injury.
Ingram drops passes, okay, and AJ Brown isn't gonna do much.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Well,
I've got concerns in
Zombie
Zombie's team
does
in the
have a
tight end.
small Bills connection, but maybe he goes out and gets the whole Bills stack against Kansas City, so maybe it changes.
Look, I'm gonna same thing to the Hunter. I'm stick Tyler's team is
Okay.
only gonna get better. So
All right. Let's see, Tyler. You gonna bounce back after that loss last week and get the win?
Picking myself mainly
Okay.
because I think Melvin Gordon's gonna have a terrible game,
Okay.
and AJ Brown is overrated as hell.
Ooh, AJ Brown is overrated as hell. Okay, interesting. All right, now Zombie, your response to that, and are you gonna get this win? It's a big week for you. You don't want to fall to 2-3.
Wow, Tyler, no faith in your Bears starting the Raiders defense.
It worked when I started the Browns.
Whoa, my boy Justin Fields is in there. That's right, Zombie. I'm definitely gonna pick you off
Mason
that.
Crosby against
Unbelievable.
old ass Jason Peters. What could go wrong? Max Crosby.
I'm gonna pick myself, obviously, but I don't know. I still have a few decisions. I don't know if I'm starting Ingram or Goddard, or
Okay.
if I'm starting Gordon or
Yeah.
Start Ingram.
Sounds like maybe maybe could still be a change up in the team.
You should
Yeah,
start Ingram.
Okay.
there might be a trade
Oh, okay, interesting.
somewhere in the works.
Yeah, okay, interesting. All right, moving on to the next one. This is another huge game, battle of 2-2s. Somehow, some way, after Cheese was 2-0 and Ernie was 0-2, it seemed just like it was just crazy that Cheese was just that much better than Ernie. And now all of a sudden, 2 weeks later, they have the exact same record. Big game. Cheese right now projected to win 124 to 118 for Ernie. Ernie splashed the cash for that 50 some dollar man, and he doesn't even have him in the lineup at the moment. We'll see if that changes. Cheese has Patrick Mahomes against Buffalo. Buffalo's defense has been playing good, but it is Patrick Mahomes, so he'll still get points. Aaron Jones against Cincinnati. Saquon Barkley, newly acquired, against Dallas. It could be decent, depending on how much they give him the ball. DJ Moore against the Eagles. Love that matchup as the Eagles have been trash, and DJ Moore has been beasting. Newly acquired Marvin Jones Jr. against Tennessee. Not a great defense in Tennessee, but it is a Jacksonville player, so we'll see what happens with that. TJ Hawkinson listed as questionable against Minnesota. If he plays, it could be a good matchup. Jamison Crowder, newly acquired off that waiver wire, like we talked about, has a good matchup against Atlanta. Maybe the Jets sneak in another win and get Crowder involved once again. And the Chargers defense against Cleveland, who is struggling a little bit on offense. On Ernie's side, he's got Rodgers against Cincinnati, should be really good. Zeke against the Giants also could be very good, as Zeke's been beasting. Kareem Hunt against the Chargers. I don't like that matchup, but Hunt seems to be getting the points over Chubb. Jefferson against Detroit is a great matchup there. Mike Williams against Cleveland after that horrible game from Mike Williams. Has he come back down to earth, or will he pick back up this week? Tough defense. Kyle Pitts against the Jets. Are we ever going to get a Kyle Pitts monster game? If we were, this is the week against the Jets. Hunter Renfrow against Chicago. I don't know. And the Steelers against Denver. I think this one is very close. I think it's closer than ESPN projects. I could see this being like a couple points is the difference. I mean, I like some of the players for both teams, and I like some of the matchups for both teams, but then there's some of the players I don't like on both teams and don't like the matchups. I think that Cheese's running backs outscore Ernie's, and I think that Cheese gets the small victory this week. But I could see Ernie's wide receivers outscoring Cheese's by quite a bit. I just don't know if it'll be enough. So I'm going to take Cheese, but in a very close one. Slaps, who's winning?
Yeah, I like Ernie's team, but I don't know. I feel like Cheese has got a really solid running back and single wide receiver kind of core. I don't like his flex too much, and Marvin Jones is questionable. He's just iffy for me, but I do think he's going to put up a lot of points within his running backs, and DJ Moore with Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to go Cheese.
Okay. Can someone send Zach a party invite, please?
Yes.
Tyler, who is winning this one?
The Montgomery injury hurts Ernie a lot.
Yes.
So I think Ernie's gonna, after winning 2 games in a row, he's gonna crash back down to earth.
Okay.
With the least amount of points.
Least amount of points this week. Wow, and lose by a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Zombie.
So when I traded with Cheese,
when
I traded with Cheese, I left him with. So he got Barkley, right?
Yes.
So he had 3 good running backs. He had Carson, Barkley, and Jones.
He traded Carson for Marvin Jones.
And then he just traded Carson for Marvin Jones. Like, Cheese, your team fell off now. Like, I don't know what you did.
Okay.
Zach Moss.
Like, you just gave away a good running back like that.
Okay. Hello, Zach. Welcome.
Hello.
I'm gonna go with my.
Hold on. Wait.
Shut the fuck up.
There will be Zach 10K. It's completely unbiased, impromptu, on the fly ranking.
Okay, well, let's wait till we get there. We're still going over the matchups.
All right, who are we on?
We're on Cheese and Ernie. Yes, I know. Just wait. I haven't read your comments yet. All right, relax.
Okay, all right.
All right, Zombie, go ahead.
I'm gonna go with my boy Ernesto.
Ernie, okay. All right, so Zombie says that Cheese has fucked up his team with the trades and is picking Ernie to go 3-2. I can't believe that. All right, Cheese, any response to that?
Chris Carson, he has a neck injury. It's gonna be a timeshare with Collins.
Okay.
Look, I mean, I'd rather, I got Aaron Jones and Saquon. You can't go wrong with that.
Okay.
Lol.
So you're saying your running backs are going to carry you?
And all year, I've been having I think every week I've had at least multiple wide receivers on my bench that are putting up over 10 points.
Okay.
So
interesting.
If my Aaron Jones, DJ Moore, Saquon, all huge boom plays, I just need to get 10 points from everyone else, and I'm solid.
All right. I will
And I also
say,
have people
people.
not taking into account. I have the best quarterback in the league, and
Yeah.
a top 3 tight ends.
Lol.
That is true. Well, I don't know.
We'll say top 5. We'll
Hawkinson's
say
had
top
bad
5.
games. I don't know if I'd say top
He's
3.
at least top 5 though.
Okay. All right. Well, I
I
get
think
it.
it's fair.
All right. All right.
And I got the fantasy kicking god Matt Prater, who gets like 8 points or more a game.
Whoa.
So
But
Whoa.
was it 66
It's not
yards?
Tucker. Yeah, it's not Tucker.
66
Calm down
yards.
with that.
Zach, you're 1-3. I don't think Tucker's helping you.
Oh. All right, Zach. Cheese versus Ernie here. They're both 2
I
and
would like
2.
you to read my comments, please.
Oh, you don't want to say them yourself?
Please read my comments.
Okay. Zach said, tell Ernie to go fuck yourself for wasting my time in trades. Also tell Cheese to go fuck himself for wasting my time in
How
trades
did I
as
waste
well.
Zach's time?
My
When
official,
he agreed to my trade
my
and then spent 4 hours
Listen,
eliminating
bitch.
people.
Listen, bitch.
calm down. He said my official tie of the week, which is never gonna win for the longest time ever. I don't know why I keep
1
picking a
and 4
tie
this week.
because
1
it's
and 4.
never gonna happen. 0 and 5 tie of the week. His tie of the week is the bitch ass Cheese versus the bitch ass Ernie, the two
You got that right.
non-traders in this league, which isn't
Yep.
true because Cheese has just
Bitch
made a
ass,
trade today.
non-trading, wasting
That's-
time.
That's
bitches.
not
so
true because Cheese just made a
confused.
trade today with me. I don't know if you've seen it a bit ago, but
Oh,
he
God.
said, to my opponent this week, tell him to go fuck himself. We're not there yet, so we'll wait on
Oh,
that.
shit.
All right, moving on to the final matchup.
Wait, I want to
What?
respond to those
Okay,
comments.
okay, go ahead.
Why do you get
I
a
don't-
response, bitch?
Yeah.
Because I don't know what I did to Zach besides make him an offer, which he then accepted and then sat on for
You
5 hours.
That is
strung
true.
me along knowing that guy was hurt and
I didn't know
glass
he was
body.
Okay.
At the
Who
time
is the
of
guy?
our agreement, he
Who
was
is
just
the-
resting
is
because
the
of
guy?
the
You
Thursday night game.
strung me along.
Oh, Carson? You're talking about Carson?
I don't get, but
Oh.
Zach is the one who just eliminated, didn't
I mean,
accept a
Zach, if
single
you were
offer
smart,
from
you
8
would have
different
seen
people.
that
said
game on
no. I
Sunday.
said no. I'll
Hold
bend
on.
over
Wait,
for
wait,
Jones,
wait,
and
wait,
he
wait,
says
wait.
no. Take
Wait,
Carson.
wait.
Take Carson.
Cheese is allowed to try to rape you for Carson if you didn't know he was hurt. You didn't watch that game on Sunday and see him not look like himself out there on the field. You could
Have
clearly
a nice
tell.
night,
10
you
a.m.
bitch ass
Something
non-
was
He had
hurt.
agreed
bitch.
on the
Okay.
trade, and then Zach's like, I have other offers, and I'll look at it at lunch. And then he spent
I
5
had
hours doing
multiple
nothing.
offers.
You should have knew. I
had
called it from
many
the
offers.
start. The four-way people, 4 people involved was gonna be 0. It was always meant to be because with
I
Zach,
had many
the
offers.
offers
But
don't.
I don't get why
mean shit.
Zach is mad at me. All he has to do is
Well,
say
Suck
no.
a dick.
Well, go
Wasting
fuck
my
yourself,
time.
jeez. All right, moving on to the
Okay.
next
You know what,
matchup.
Cheese? Maybe in the future you will apologize. to me,
And then
I'll
Cheese
forgive
kept
you.
telling
forgive you,
fucking
and maybe we
Golfer
can
the
trade.
trades I
We'll see.
wanted to do with him.
It wasn't a
Whoa.
good trade. It wasn't
Yeah,
a good
all
trade.
Cheese said, hey, Zombie, this is how it went. I was offering a 2-for-1 and you were offering a 2-for-1, and he said he liked my 2-for-1 better.
That's all
But
I
then we
did.
ended up doing something different, so that's all he told me. But anyways, moving on to the final matchup, we have Pussy versus Zach in a huge battle. All right, we have Pussy at 2 and 2, Zach at 1 and 3, so a huge matchup for Zach as he needs to pull the win. Right now, Pussy projected to win 131 to 122, so pretty decent margin. Pussy has Russell Wilson against the Rams on Thursday night, so we'll see if he gets off to a good start with that. Derrick Henry against Jacksonville. Derrick frickin' Henry against Jacksonville. I mean, if there is a matchup that is made in heaven, it's Derrick Henry against Jacksonville. He will
Not with
probably
Calais Campbell
feast.
on that defense.
He will feast. He will feast. Jonathan Taylor against Baltimore. Debo Samuel, who had that huge game last week, now plays Arizona. Keenan Allen against Cleveland. Could be iffy. Depends of how well Mike Williams does. George Kittle against Arizona, who he newly acquired. Robert Woods against Seattle, so he has 2 Thursday night guys. And then the Vikings defense against Detroit should be decent. On Zach's side, Zach has Danny Dimes once again. After you missed Zach, I did give you credit earlier for the Danny Dimes pickup and getting 26 points. Yeah, I gave you credit. Now he gets Dallas.
Heineke outscored him though.
Ooh, oh, he did? Heineke
What was-
did?
what was that
Was
comment?
that the run? Tyler said Heineke outscored him. Heineke was the guy that I think Tyler was telling
The
you to
only
pick
thing
up.
that matters is he got way more fucking points than Derek fucking Carr, like Zombie said. Fuck Derek Carr. You dropped
How
his
many points
bitch
did
ass and
Jones
he's
get?
fucking
Did
trash.
Jones get
Carr
last
is
week?
trash. Danny Dimes is here to stay.
Let's
Kill
be
him.
honest,
How
My
many
boy
points?
Deshaun is cleared of all rape allegations and traded.
How
Okay.
many points did Daniel
Free
Jones get?
Deshaun.
He got 26 last week.
Free Deshaun.
Tyler Heineke had 27.9,
Yeah.
and Matt Ryan had 29 somehow.
Okay. All right. Well, no one was gonna.
Let's be honest, that was more about my Chargers defense
Oh.
dominating
Okay. All right.
than Derek Carr looking bad.
Shut the
Okay.
fuck up, you flip
All right, well, we'll
Becky.
see
You
how
were all
We'll
over
see how
Derek
Danny
Carr.
Dimes does this week against
Did you
Dallas.
guys see that
Tougher
Joey
defense.
Bosa post-game interview?
Huh?
What he said about Derek Carr?
I'm
No,
here
what
to
did
tell
he
you right
say?
now,
I
Danny
didn't see it.
Dimes is dropping at least 25. At
Okay.
least.
He said
Okay.
if you hit Derek Carr, he starts playing bad, and
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
he starts shivering up. Because
Interesting.
in that
Yeah.
play,
So he
he
starts
started.
seeing some ghosts, huh?
So Zombie, why didn't you
Yeah,
get your why didn't you get
'cause
your
in that
Chargers defense?
in that play, he was already falling down before no one was even next to him yet to pass rush him, and
Interesting.
he was
I didn't
already
see that,
falling to the
Tommy.
ground.
It's interesting. My boy Bosa knows. He knows though.
That's why I got
Uh,
the Chargers defense ready to go.
Okay.
Jeez, Travis.
Then he's got
No.
Chase Edmonds against the 49ers, Nick Chubb against the Chargers defense. I'm sure Zombie likes that. Terry McLaurin against the Saints, Calvin Ridley against the Jets. That's a great matchup for Calvin Ridley. So it kind of alters maybe Derrick Henry, Jacksonville. We'll see how those go. Newly picked up off the waiver wire for a stunning $0, Tyler Conklin.
Who?
I don't know. I don't know, but he's playing
That guy's a
Detroit,
beast.
so
That guy's a
he's.
beast.
I'm sure he is a beast because he's playing Detroit. Everyone's a beast when they play. And then Damian Williams gets in the flex against the Raiders. Interesting. So who are you benching? Who did you bench in the flex? Oh, Jacoby Myers. I guess you don't really have
My
him.
boy
Why? Myers
Jacoby.
is
And
good.
still no Allen Robinson, huh?
You're not
Interesting.
playing Elijah Mitchell?
I would have started
Oh
Myers.
yeah, where's Elijah Mitchell? Why isn't he in the lineup, Zach? Why isn't your $100 man
I'm
in?
giving him all the rest he needs.
Oh, okay. All right. That's a lot of rest for a guy who spent $100
Listen, I'm here to
on.
tell you right now, that Chubb is gonna turn into a full freaking hard-on against Houston.
Shove
His
the
ass.
ball.
Why would
He's
you?
gonna
Why
ram
would you
That is
go
right.
for
This
Myers?
is
Houston,
this is the
asshole,
revenge
give him a
game.
new- make it a
Why,
grapefruit.
Golfer? Why wouldn't he start Jacoby Myers against Houston?
I don't know. You can
Grapefruit.
ask Zach.
Grapefruit.
Why?
He's-
Jeez,
Because
worry about
Damian
your
Williams
own
is gonna get
bitch-ass
all the
non-trading
carries.
team, okay? Bitch-ass non-trading time wasting bitch.
Patriots aren't gonna be throwing the
Zach,
ball.
All
you're
right,
the one who
so
agreed
this
to
is-
my trade.
All right,
You
hold
said
on. This
no.
is a revenge game. This is right. Pussy traded Nick Chubb last week to Zach, and now he gets to face him. I do hope Nick Chubb goes off against the Chargers for like 30 points just to spite Pussy. That would be great. Yeah, all right. I'm going to take. I don't think Nick Chubb is going to go off for 30 points and spite Pussy, so I'm going to take Pussy in this matchup. I like his Derrick Henry versus Jacksonville a lot. I like Wilson. I just like some of his players better, and I think he has a better week this 1 week. So I'm going to take Pussy, despite Zach with his Chubb thing. Let's see. Slaps. Who's winning?
Honestly, I quite like Zach's matchups. I think Nick Chubb will go off against the Chargers. I think McLaurin could have a good game against the Saints.
Okay.
Ridley will probably have a good game against the Jets because it's the Jets. And
You
that
got that right, Craig.
game.
Reminder, that game, the Jets and Atlanta's on Sunday morning, so make sure if you have anyone questionable in that game, make sure you check it because it's over in
I'll
Tottenham
be up and
Hotspur
early.
Stadium.
Watch that.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Oh, Slaps time.
Yeah, Slaps, you going to the game?
Yeah.
You going to that?
no,
you
I
going to
couldn't
that
get
game?
tickets, I did look.
Okay. all right.
Jesus,
COVID slap,
6:30
COVID.
morning. I gotta
forgot
wake
that
up
it was
at
on this weekend.
6:30 to watch that shit.
You don't have to. It's the fucking Falcons and Jets. Who cares?
I'm going to go with. Damn, that's a
long
tough one.
one
I'm
here.
I'm actually gonna go Pusa.
Pussy. Okay. All right.
Fuck you, Slack.
all right.
Bitch-ass
Jeez.
fucking
Jeez.
Scottish bitch
So,
going
okay.
by.
I like Zach's team, but I like Pusa. He's been making his team worse for some reason.
Making
I
it
don't know
worse?
Why?
I think he's
Yeah,
making
he
him
traded
better.
Cooper Cup for basically
Wait, what?
making George
We're
Kittle.
basically a bum fucking
Okay.
good players. What?
He basically
Did get
swapped
number
Cup
one?
for Keenan Allen so he could flex George Kittle, but he could have just spent Fab and got an equally good tight end
Ooh,
basically at this
okay.
point.
Interesting.
His team's
Okay.
still amazing.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ride. I can take. Pusa's been on fire. He's gonna continue to be
What
on
a
fire.
surprise. The time wasting bitch.
Well, Zach, I disagree. You should not be starting Damian Williams or Tyler
Moving
Conklin.
on. We don't
Okay.
care.
Jacoby,
We
you
don't
should
care.
sign
All
Jacoby.
right, Tyler.
And Zach, you wasted my
What
time.
does the
I
number
didn't waste
say
your
on
time.
this, Tyler?
Well, ever since the Chubb trade, Zach's
Yes.
team has been down bad, in my
Ooh.
opinion.
Ooh.
And
Okay.
Pusa has been improving his team, so
Okay.
I think Pusa's gonna
I
win.
respect your
Oh,
opinion, Tyler.
okay. And Zombie, another person who Zach respects their opinion.
Shut the fuck up,
Zombie.
Zombie. Just shut the fuck up.
Okay.
You stupid ass Mexican
Let him talk,
Whoa.
Zach.
Whoa.
Let him talk. Oh my
Well,
god.
I do think.
How many red cards did you give to those bitches? You're fucking hyped up right now.
One
Jeez.
red card
Of
last
course.
night, not tonight, not tonight.
Okay. All right. Zombie.
I do think Chubb will have a good game because
okay.
Chargers do stop the pass, but they give up rushing yards a lot.
Okay.
So he's gonna have a good game, but the rest of his team is just Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Like I said last week, you will never win a game with Danny Dime.
Oh.
Did you
That
win?
is
did,
true.
he
He
literally
did say
won.
that.
Go fuck
No, Zach didn't win
yourself.
last week. He did not win last
Yeah.
week with Danny Dimes. Danny
So,
Dimes
yeah,
won
Quarterback
that.
zombie, and how many points did he
So-
get?
No one will ever win a fantasy football game with Daniel Jones as
Go
a
Okay.
starting
All right.
quarterback.
yourself.
All right, Zach. Are you moving to 2 and 3? This is a big week because if Pussy wins, he's 3 and 2.
I'm giving the Chubb to Pusa, and
Oh.
it's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be a
Okay.
big Chubb. It's gonna be 40 points for Chubb and a win by 30 points for me.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Gary Terry's gonna pop off in honor of his fallen Washington brother, and my tight end is gonna pop off as well.
Oh.
Zach,
Boy,
Do
your
you even
eyes
know
on
the tight
road.
end's name? You even
Eyes
know
on
his
the
name?
road.
By his boy
Without
Terrell
looking right
Pryor,
now,
who
do you
got
know the tight end's
arrested?
name,
No.
Zach?
Yeah,
Yes.
What's his name, Zach? Zach.
His name.
What's
Yeah.
his name?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. What's his name? What? Don't look it up right now. What's his name?
Conklin.
Looking it
Conklin.
up.
What's his
Conklin.
first name?
T. Terry. Tyler.
Okay. That pretty much sums it up right there. Good luck, Zach. All right, well, good luck to everyone. Zach, your impromptu freaking rankings. Take it away. Hurry it up. Make it
Let's
quick.
get some impromptu graphics.
We
Come
don't
on.
have no impromptu
Come on, all
graphics.
you gotta do is
That's
search
not in
up
the
word.
budget.
Come on.
That's not in the
Wow,
budget.
you
Go
bitch.
ahead. Go ahead.
Anyway.
Maybe if you would have told me ahead of time you were going to do this, then maybe.
I
but...
didn't know.
Okay, well,
That's
go
why
ahead.
they're impromptu.
Go ahead.
Number
quick.
one, we have my boy Slaps.
Whoa.
My boy Slaps Cheese, I'm here to tell you right now. There was never going to be a trade between you and me. My boy Slaps and me were both stringing you along. I was DMing him about, send me an offer that looks good so we can jack up the price against Cheese. And my boy Slaps, thank you very much. You
Then
came
why
in
are you
clutch.
mad at me then? I don't get it.
Because you didn't raise your price to equal it. That's why he's mad.
No, he's
Number
mad he
two,
didn't get the trade
number
rate.
two,
I
number
get it
two.
now.
We have this hot girl that I just ref. She had to be 18.
Oh
She
my
had to
God,
be.
what the
I
fuck?
know
Whoa,
she's
whoa.
Whoa. This was
Whoa, what the
underage
fuck?
soccer. What the
Listen,
Calm
fuck?
down
I
there.
have
Whoa.
a roster in my bag. Okay,
Whoa.
I know the names.
Wow, that's
Number
creepy.
three,
That's
we
creepy.
have my boy Tyler. I respect your opinions on my trade and my team, and I think your team is doing very well, even after drafting no fucking running back. Like, I don't know how that happened. You're
Okay.
at the top of the table. You're doing well for yourself.
Not the very
Number
top,
four.
but yeah.
He's close. Number four, we have
Jesus. Did you
Puke
forget?
bitch ass Lee.
Wow.
The
The stingiest trader of all of them?
Yep, I
Huh.
want Camaro, but he won't. Whoa, I
Good
disagree
luck.
with that statement. I disagree
Good
with that
luck.
statement.
Okay.
Number five, we have fucking Chick-fil-A because I'm having Chick-fil-A tonight. I'm on my way there.
Jesus. Okay.
Number six, we have golfer. You would have been higher in my rankings, but you didn't do the impromptu graphic.
Yeah,
It's shit.
unfortunate. Sorry.
Seven,
Can't believe you have Puke ahead of me. That makes me less
Seven,
salty.
we
not
have
gonna lie.
bitch ass Hunter. AFK, almost as AFK as Matt.
Okay.
Zach's just
Number
mad I didn't
eight.
Photoshop him naked with Dua Lipa.
Yes, fuck you, Cheese. I sent you the naked pictures and everything.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
What number
Whoa.
are we on?
What the hell?
Whoa.
This is some sus shit right now.
Jeez, any
Between the
comment on
underage
that?
girl and
Zach,
saying,
okay.
jeez.
I don't know if you have seen my team and my bench.
Cheese,
I
we're
don't-
not even on you
No,
yet. You can talk your
I'm
shit when I
talking.
get to you.
I'm talking.
No, we can
I
talk
don't
your shit
know.
when I get to you.
I do not
Because you're gonna be way
understand
fucking down the line.
which
bitch. You're not even
player
here.
you were
We're
trying
only
to
on
get
number
out of me.
8. Number 8, Bill. Bill, I am looking at your trades. I've been fucking busy the last few hours, and I'm
Yeah.
driving home.
Okay.
Tyler, I did not forget about you as well. We will
Oh.
be talking. I'm here
Talk-
to tell
but
everybody
no
right
action.
now I have
It's all talk,
two
but
good
no
offers
action.
on Ridley.
Yep.
2 good offers on Ridley.
Okay.
So if you
And
want
neither
Ridley,
will get accepted, but
hit me
but they
up.
were good offers.
Number 9. Number 9.
Have you forgotten who you've already put in?
Yep.
I didn't. No, these are completely impromptu. I'm
Oh,
doing this
okay.
on the fly.
Okay. Well, hurry it up.
Number
Me.
9, Ernie. Ernie, you
Oh.
bitch ass, non-trading, time-wasting bitch. You are also almost as AFK as Matt. Once again,
Ooh.
with the AFK people of the world.
Okay.
Number 9, the man himself. Wait.
You're
We're
on 10.
Number 10, the man himself, AFK, public enemy number 1.
Oh.
Maybe you wouldn't be public enemy number 1 if you weren't AFK. That's all I'm saying.
What is happening?
Okay.
Number 11.
Jeez, what's happening is exactly what Matt hates. That's basically what's
Number
happening.
11, Jack Pusa. You're going down this week, bitch. You're getting the chub.
Okay.
Zach, should we call you Magic
I
Johnson?
bet you Pussy is gonna love it when he hears all this.
Number 12, Zombitch. Fuck Derek Carr, you dumbass bitch. Fuck Derek Carr.
Okay.
I didn't know Zach was gonna turn into the
Magic
Ginger
Jo-
R. Kelly of the
No,
group.
no, he's Magic Johnson.
Okay. And number 12, Zach.
Number 12, this bitch that didn't use a blinker right in front of me. Changing lanes.
All right. Well, don't get in a wreck.
Should I honk my horn right now? I'm gonna honk my
Yeah,
horn.
honk it. Let's
get a
hear
live
it.
honk
Let's
horn.
hear it. There you go. All right. All right. Well, good luck. Real.
Last but not
What?
fucking least.
Jesus.
Actually, you are least, bitch. Cheese, bitch. Fuck
Oh,
you.
he went from number 2 in the rankings to friggin' number
He's falling
last.
off. Falling
Damn,
off
that's a fall
terribly.
off.
Fuck you,
So
Cheese.
why is it? It's okay when everyone else can. I tried to make a trade with Zach. and he's so offended.
GFY.
What is the
Alright.
issue?
All right, real quickly
didn't
before
accept
we
the
wrap
trade.
this up, Zach, give me some fire predictions for these first 4 matchups since you missed them.
Okay,
Fire,
lay 'em
fire.
on. Oh, wait. I have
What?
something else to say.
What? Hurry up.
Next week's rankings.
Yes.
We are doing your favorite theme. These rankings are all your rankings. So you send me the rankings,
Back to
and
that,
I'll
huh?
match them all together
Alright.
from everybody's
Okay.
picks. They're your rankings.
Zach,
Send it to
you're
me by
you're ranked
Sunday
at
night.
25.
Sunday night rankings.
Okay. All right, fire off between me and Hunter. Who's winning?
You. Easy.
Okay, Puke and Matt. That's a
Uh,
tough one.
Fuck.
Who do you hate less?
My boy Poop.
Puke, okay. Slaps and Bill. Bill's already crowned himself the winner in his name, by
Bill
the
has
way.
crowned himself the
He
winner.
said on to week 6. GG's.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. You know what? We're doing a 2-tie week. This
Oh.
week there are gonna be 2 ties.
Oh.
Bill and Slaps and
Okay.
bumfuck number A with bumfuck number B,
Okay.
Ernie and Cheese.
And I have a feeling I know who you're picking in this one, but Zombie and Tyler.
My boy Tyler.
Your
Easy
boy
win.
Tyler. Tyler's
Easy
team
win.
name, by the way, is COVID season didn't count, so he is discrediting Zombie's championship from
Yep,
last year.
I agree.
All right. Well, good luck to everyone this week. Good luck with the matchups. Hopefully tomorrow night's game is very good. Make sure you check your lineups, and good luck.